The historic and famous Green Bridge, which has been abandoned for years, was brought to life just in time for the 52nd anniversary of Grenada's independence, adding to the aesthetics in and around the National Cricket Stadium and the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. However, today, members of the community are aggrieved, expressing disappointment as some individuals chose to strip the bridge of the national colors. Gone without a trace, Anthony Howard, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Town of St. George, said this initiative, which took hours leading into late night, was vandalized by some unscrupulous human. Highlighting the extensive effort that went into the beautification, Howard said their intent was to have it remain in place for the upcoming Carifta Games.
We were shocked on Sunday morning when the member passed by. I noticed that a sheet of the yellow was taken down, and which is the length of the bridge. Actually, it's like over 100 feet long. Then this morning, we got a phone call that the other items are taken down, okay, which is a total of, I would say at least 700 feet of material that's gone. And it was rather strange because just if you go by the bridge, you would notice that the person apparently just pulled the items down, So I'm not quite sure exactly why it was done, what were the motives, but to just walk in and take up items like this that we put down, we spend a lot of time doing this. And to have this as the end result, to me, it's rather disappointing, especially when we were hoping that it would stay up until Carifta, the Carifta Games coming through, and we thought it would be a nice piece, to add some benches and stuff like that. It's quite a visual impact because you had tourists that kept on, not just tourists and locals, were coming through and constantly taking pictures. People were pausing here to take pictures.
For him, the most valuable aspect in all this was the time dedicated by residents. He said the waterways on both sides of the bridge yielded no trace of the material.
The thing is, if you see something, say something, and that's what we ask you to do. I mean, if you are there and you happen to see anyone climbing on the bridge at a very strange hour, we were up there at a strange hour because we were trying to beat the deadline, for the independence celebration. But for those who, anyone happened to see anyone the last couple of nights, on the bridge, taking items down, we asked that you reach out to the police and let them know, what you see. The whole idea that quantity of material was taken down, there's no way that someone with even a small car, can just take it and put it in there. It's a whole lot of material.
With some decorations still affixed, Howard said there will be increasing surveillance in the area to safeguard what's left of their efforts. The chairman said if called upon to do anything for Carifta, he's willing and ready to assist.
I have no problems. When it comes to community involvement, that's who I am. And I'm sure the other members of the team will gladly assist. If someone come up with a material and say, hey, look, let's redo this, let's send a message to them. I'm quite certain that some of the guys will actually get involved and be willing to step up. The guys and gals, I'm sorry,
This incident has once again raised concern about the vandalism of community-led initiatives and the need for greater public respect for shared spaces. Chrislina John, GBN News.